Good afternoon. Welcome to 𝐻𝐿 Academy Reading Live. I am 𝐉𝐨𝐢𝐧. How are you all today? So I have to start by saying yesterday was very interactive on the aspect of what are the things that you had, all the queries. Likewise, we would be happy and we would be most what can you say? Enthralled to clarify all your queries with regards to whatever that you have. Okay. So as the whole country that we are in is getting prepared for Republic Day, so that is another thing which you have to be very much really looking forward, isn't it? I hope you all have a lovely celebration ahead. So I am 𝐻𝐿. Welcome to 𝐻𝐿 Academy Reading Live. Nitin, good afternoon. So as students are piling up, would like to bring to your kind attention on what 𝐻𝐿 Academy has in stores for you. We give training for an array of exams where you will be all benefited, because there are certain exams. If you are really looking for certain countries, there are n number of exams where it can give you an easy access on the to have an entry there. Likewise, if you want to get regular batches, we do have regular batches available, but the next regular batch available is March, April, May. Till that time, we're completely full. If you want crash courses, yes, of course, we do have crash courses available where you wanted, we have complied. Because we 𝐻𝐿 Academy always believe in family bonding and the aspect of whoever the student joins us, we always treat them as family members, because until they reach, it's quite a bit. We really be cautious on the aspect. So we want to make sure that we push you to the extreme and get over that line the very first time that you tackle the exam. Right. And 𝐻𝐿 madam comes with writing depiction, and we have our colleagues coming. We try to come in front of you every possible time. You wanted us to come at different timings. We have come. Our colleagues come with reading. Our colleagues come with listening. Our colleagues come with speaking. So you have asked. We have complied. Christina Verghese, good afternoon. A very good afternoon to all of you. And wherever you are from. Okay. So a very good morning, a very good afternoon, and a very good evening to all of you. So please be kind enough to comment as well, because the only way, even though you're all there sitting in front of us, the only way that we could relate is by the comments that you post. So do not refrain. When I ask you to shoot your answers, please be kind enough to shoot the answers. All right. 𝐻𝐶𝐳 Jayachandran, good afternoon. So nice to see icons next to your name. A minimum of one icon is always there for all those students. And if you feel that our classes are beneficial, please do not hesitate to like the page. Please do not hesitate to follow the page. Please do not hesitate to join the group. Uttam Kumar, good afternoon. Revati Gopal, good afternoon. Regina Shamir, good evening. Janet, good afternoon. 𝐻𝐿 George, good afternoon. So nice to see all those names popping up. There are very profound names, few new names as well. So if there is anybody who's attending the live for the very first time, please do let me know that you're attending the live the first time. Most importantly, where you're from. I love to know where you are from. 𝐻𝐿 George, good afternoon. Reha, good afternoon. Good. At least the minimum of one, like heart, a man, number one, number two, all those. And we have just pinned the social media platforms that we are sharing all those reading materials. If you have not yet joined, please do join so that you do not miss any of the insights or any of the programs that we come up with, so that you always are in and around, always in the system. Good enough. So as students are joining, just to make sure that we've been doing a lot of tips. We've been pumping in a lot of tips. It can be something that you have to do in your daily routine. It can be something that you have to do as new from 2024, our job was to make sure that we come up with certain things that we feel that it can trigger the betterment in you. Okay, Anuar, good afternoon. So whatever that we have been telling, I hope you've been utilizing it. Okay, see, you have to ensure that just try it out. Okay, it's not just see, after a lot of trial and error method, only we come up with a lot of suggestions. So please do, because why? It's not that whatever we suggest, everything will be applicable for each one of us, isn't it? So you have to always remember what is better for you. And then you decide, okay, I feel this is better, please do. And when you're doing, don't just stick to one time. Do it a few times so that you'll be able to gauge the difference. Jismol George, good afternoon. Savit Biju, good afternoon. Right. How am I? I'm doing excellent, Jismol. Thank you very much. Okay, and I hope all of you are doing excellent as well. Clarina Fernandez, good afternoon. So basically, it's about, we've been talking about 8 minutes, how to tackle. We've been talking about how to do it and get 400 out of 400. We've been talking about how to do 20 out of 20. Sidhu, good afternoon. Bangalore. So like all those things. So yesterday there were a few queries asked by lovely students. So we were discussing that. So the whole reason why we come live is to make sure that you're all benefited out of it. Okay. If you have any doubts which is there, okay, generally it's always there, isn't it? And you have that thinking on the aspect of is it the right way? So just small, fine, thank you. Happy to hear that you're all doing good. Now the next thing, see, another thing is about, you have started your journey, isn't it? You have set that ball rolling. Our job is to make sure that it has kept on rolling till you reach your dream country. Manisha Sunil, good afternoon. So you have to always remember, it is that small shift that is needed. Okay, that small catalyst that you have to infuse into you, saying that, see, what is my purpose? Sitting in a class, what is my purpose? I know that you're all busy people. What is the purpose of you taking that small time in order to come and sit? Is it just to hear an answer? Or is it just to make sure that you find, okay, what are they talking about? See, do not have that kind of a thinking saying that, see, you should know what is the purpose. Your purpose is to make sure that you're growing. You're growing in language. See, this is all a language exam. Marley Joseph, good afternoon. Asha Sabin, good afternoon. Jilmi Joy, good afternoon. So being a language exam, you have to always remember, it is not testing your knowledge. Okay, so please always understand, it is testing your linguistic skill. Now why that 8 minutes? Okay, see, today generally when you ask a student, okay, see, I was thinking, see, I know this is done for that, so that is why I chose this. Understood? See, that is because it's not wrong, because you know a lot, because this is your field, isn't it? And the whole content that you're going to get is coming from a medical background. So because you know a bit more, that is where you tend to be a bit off track on the aspect of getting that required time frame. Okay, now this is all about that 8 minutes back. See, let's say, you know, okay, you have to keep on reminding yourself, see, part A, in order to do it in 8 minutes, I have to only refer keywords. You do not have to go through it too much on the aspect, okay, this is a surgery which can be done. It is used with that stitches or this, nothing there. What is given in the text? See that where that procedure is mentioned, from there, okay, this is there. This is the only thing which is missing. That is only expected, not about in-depth knowledge. That is why I told you the very first thing, this is a linguistic exam, not an exam that is conducted to know your knowledge in medical background. No. Okay, you have to have that difference. You have to tell yourself, see, this is not testing my knowledge. This is not a test where they are evaluating what I've studied, how I have done, what are the experiences from the experience that I've got. No. Atira Sally, good afternoon. Divya Vichu, good afternoon. New name. Arunima, good afternoon. Sandhya Bijoy, good afternoon. So there are few who are a bit new and also doesn't have an 𝐼𝐴𝐴 gauge like you are a bit new. So if you are new, anybody, please do let me know where you're from also and tell me that I am new, not for any other reason. Okay, this is just to, I love to, develop the people whom I know across the globe. So once again, welcome to the international class, which is going to be aired from here, but it is going to be there in all the countries that you are there. So why all these countries? Because if you really want to know the classroom that you're attending, we have students from different parts of India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, New Zealand, Australia, UK, Ireland, Scotland, Italy, China, not China, sorry, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Mauritius, Maldives, Malta, Canada, US, different parts of Africa, different parts of Middle East, you name those, that's how diverse the classroom is. Shilja, good morning. Very nice to see you again. Okay. Hope you're enjoying the lovely weather. I know it is cold and all out there, but yeah, fair enough. So, there are a few names which is always there with us, isn't it? So apart from that, so you have to ensure that how to deal with that 8 minutes. So 8 minutes, Ankita, good morning. So 8 minutes is something that you can easily tackle, provided you start telling yourself, you start reminding yourself, see, part A is just about keyword reference, not about your in-depth knowledge. Kalyani Raju Gopal, good afternoon. So very, very, very good afternoon to all of you. So as you're all ready, are you all ready for today's part B? We'll be talking about two. Initially, we'll be discussing a part B and then we'll take you to your part A, which I've already shared in the exclusive Telegram pages and all. So are you all ready for today's session? Let me see how many of you. If you are ready, please do give me a thumbs up so that we can just share the question on the screen. The small is ready. Good enough. Reshma, I'm afraid about A part and losing confidence. See, do not worry about A part. You have to start telling yourself, Reshma, I'm good enough. Not about, am I going to lose mark? If you have that negative thinking, you'll definitely lose mark. You start saying, I'm not going to lose. Yeah, good enough. Revati ready, Kalyani ready, Neetu ready, Jilmi ready, Sandhya ready, Arunima ready, Reha ready. Good enough, good enough. So as I mentioned, see, these are all the small glitches that we face, isn't there? When you are on the verge of getting on the nearing to the exam dates, or maybe one material you lose a mark. So these are the things that you always start thinking. See, do not start thinking anything negative, because you all are an absolutely stunning student and you have the in-depth knowledge to crack that. The only way that you're going to lose is the way of thinking what you have just told. See, am I losing mark? See, they are getting that. This is what it is. No need. You are here to see where you stand with regards to that material, because each material we have our own exposures to that. So we might feel that, okay, this is something which is of a difficult topic. Likewise with things. So don't brand anything. Just always, come what may, always start telling yourself, see, the answer is there in front of me. Why should I worry? All right? Good enough. So Vinci ready, Sheena Korean ready. Okay, as you have all said ready, the material will be popping up on the screen, and do not waste your valuable time. Just find the answer and don't type the answer. Once you have done, just put a thumbs up and say done. That's it. There you have the material. Please do the material and then we'll discuss. Okay, time I've just alluded, isn't it? Janet Vivi has asked a question saying that do we need to write capital letters for all the first letter, for all the 20? Not at all. See, one, you have to always remember the first 1 to 7, you have to write the capital letters because A, B, C, D, that's the safest bet. When you're writing short answer question, even if you write the first letter capital and all the others small, or even all the letters small is fine. Even let's say, for instance, see, and generally we don't write in between the blanks and all until and unless, let's say in the fill in the blanks question, if it is, let's say in the center the blank comes. It's not necessary that you write with capital letters, isn't it? If it is the first, even if starting letter capital is not a problem. Generally, it's not the how you have framed the letters. The spelling is what is more important. Okay, but always ensure that you're following the same. 1 to 7, put everything in capital. Short answer question, you can even start the first letter capital. Even if everything is small, it doesn't matter. Fill in the blanks, you see where the blanks are placed. If it is the starting of the sentence, always okay, you can write it with the capital letter. If it is in center, until and unless it is not a pronoun, sorry, not a proper noun, you can use small letters. Okay, I could see a lot of people saying done, 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 done. Good enough. Just small. The first one, Arunima done, Sheena done, Neetu done, Kalyani done, Reha done, Reshma done, Revati done, Sidhu done, Savit done. Good enough. Now, would you be kind enough to tell me what is your answer? The most important thing, where you got it. That where is important. Because we always believe correcting from where you went wrong. If at all you have gone wrong. So please do let me know what is your answer and where you got that answer. Neetu George, A from the second pair. Okay. Ankita done, Merly done. Good enough. So my first answer, which is saying A, I want all of you to comment. Do not worry about, okay, that person has said A, this person has said C, I have got B. It doesn't matter. What you have got, shoot. Just small A, second para, Savit A, second para, Rasna done. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Mali A, okay. Generally A is what I have got. Anuvan A, okay. Ankita A, so where you got that A? Krishna A, second para, okay. Generally everybody is saying second para, okay. Sidhu saying A, second para, okay. Fair enough. Now, although, I don't know, maybe Thursday you're all tired, is it? You don't seem as enthusiastic as generally it is. It's a bit slow. Anyway, and one more important thing that I would definitely want to bring it to you is you're watching or you're doing or you're in an online platform. Please be aware of the fraudulent people. There are always fraudulent people available. We can never restrict them because that is their job. Or cheating is their profession. You call it like that, isn't it? So they are here with some other purpose. So if somebody contacts you, we are telling you straight, just report them and block them. That's how confident we are because we would never contact you for any reason. Okay, that is a guarantee. If you want anything, the number that you see on the screen, that is the only number that you call. Please do call and they'll be happy to assist whatever the query that you have, if you have. Reha A, okay, now because all of the students, whatever that they have said, whoever they have said, I always love those students who take that opportunity to tell what is their answer. Because you are sitting here to learn, not about saying without even saying an answer. Okay, so I always believe in the people who have that courage to come and say, see, I got this. Let it be right or wrong immaterial. Now let's go back and see what are the things that you have to do in part B. Part B, you always have to remember reading the question is of utmost importance and you have to read along with the question the answers. Then you will get a more insight about what the answer is talking about. So doctors are advised. So advised to break. Now this is the important keyword, break. Patient confidentiality if. So break confidentiality if. Now what do? Next, you can have two options. You read the paragraph and then you can pick an answer, or I'm a person who would want to know what I'm searching for in the paragraph, so I read my answer option. So doctors are advised to break the confidentiality if failure to do so would put others in danger. So confidentiality if they inform the patient their intention in advance. They can break the confidentiality if a patient refuses to disclose the relevant information to their case. So this is how you read. Now after this, you're going to do a thing called elimination method. You know what are the three answer options which is saying. Now how to eliminate. Okay. Now do not skip anything that is mentioned in the text. So patient confidentiality. As you read, you eliminate your answer options and go. Okay. Don't search to eliminate as you read. See. Confidentiality is central to trust between doctors and patient. Without assurance about confidentiality, patients may be reluctant to seek medical attention or to give doctors the information they need in order to provide good care. So they are saying, see, patient refused to disclose. This is not what they are talking about, isn't it? So for me, that can be eliminated without assurance, without giving. So they does not disclose information about relevance of their care. Is that the time where they break confidentiality? No. So that is a straight eliminator. However, now these kind of cohesive markers or cohesive devices are very, very important because they are refuting whatever they said. So you have to be very cautious. However, faced with a situation in which the patient's refusal to consent to disclosures leave other exposed to a risk so that it outweighs the patient's and public interest in maintaining confidentiality. So are they going to put the other people in danger? They can break it. Is that what they are saying? Or if it is not practical or safe to seek patient's consent, information should be disclosed promptly to an appropriate or an authorized person. So slightly pointing into as what you all have had. The patient should be informed in advance that the doctor will be disclosing the information provided this is practical and safe. Only if it is practical and safe, even if the doctor intends to disclose without patient's consent. So they inform the patient. They're saying yes, the patient should be informed. But then they're saying even if the doctor intends to disclose without the patient's consent. So this is also eliminated. So the other two are easily eliminated. So as what you all said, the answer to the question is A. Now again I remind the importance of bubbling the appropriate letter. So you are expected to bubble the appropriate letter. When you're bubbling or when you are doing the exam, please ensure that you are having a pencil. Do not use pens. Just imagine, okay, initially you marked B. Can you change if you have pencil? Not necessary. So be aware of it, okay? Good enough Reha dancing, just more dancing. Please do. Do cherish the achievement. That itself gives you a lot of confidence within your ability. See, when you say, oh, I got A, you have to start having that trust. A is the right answer. Even if you say B, you have to say, see, this is the reason why I got B. Fair enough. Understood? Betsy, good afternoon. So any doubts with regards to the answers or anything that you are? Uttam Kumar A, second part. Fair enough. Rashna dancing. Keep on dancing. Any doubts? Reshma, happy. Good enough. Any doubts? No doubts. Mildly happy. Good enough. Right, because you don't have any other doubts. Now let's go to the next one. The next one is part A, which we have already shared. Okay, even though it's a quite big name, but when the abbreviated one, it is quite simple as well. So the name is granulomatous amoebic encephalitis, or you simply say GAE. So I have told the name of the material. I want you to tell me how you felt about the material and how many minutes you took to complete. Please do let me know how many minutes you took to complete the material and how you felt about the material. That how was very, very important because we always believe coming in, correcting. Just small, tricky, 11 minutes. Fair enough. Good. 11 minutes is not bad, isn't it? Need to George, easy, 10 minutes. More better. This material is easy, Reshma. Atira Sally, 13 minutes. Good enough. Maria, 14 minutes. Okay. See, when you say, even though you are seeing only 13, 14, because I could relate it to what they were talking yesterday, because for all those students who have said they've reduced at least a minute, so that is called learning. Absolutely good enough. Ankita 12 minutes, Sabit 10 minutes, good enough, easy, all right, good enough. So generally it is easy and a bit tricky, so it's a mix. Good. Betsy 12 minutes, easy, all right, fair enough. Okay, because you all said easy, tricky, not all, but whoever I've said, I always appreciate a student who has that thing. Okay, I'm here to correct. Anil Kumar, material is very tricky. I got confused. Whole finding, I didn't get few answers. Okay. See, Anil, because thank you for being very true. Okay, the first and the foremost important thing is you are searching for answers very on. See, you should underline the keywords. Okay, see, the underlining keywords are very important, and because it's only keyword reference, part is about keyword reference. We have tried to incorporate a lot of difficult vocabulary, that is to make sure that you get exposed to those words. Okay, so when you're practicing, first and the foremost important thing, please try to write closest proximity of answer. Do not leave your answers blank. First and the foremost important. You know why? Because when we leave our answers blank, there is no way that we could get an 1 mark. Try to write. See, push yourself. We take it very complacent. Okay. Okay, I'm practicing, so maybe tomorrow I'll get. Not like that. Whatever the material you're doing, you have to push yourself right where that keywords are. Okay, this is what I think it can be the answer, right? And see whether that is going to go. That's how you do. Okay, but I appreciate the honesty. I always believe a student who has the courage to accept what it is and comment in front of a public is an absolute importance, is of absolute importance. Good enough. China Korean, 19th question, I took almost 2 minutes. Fair enough. We'll see why. Okay. Now, let's go back to the things on the aspect of the material will be popped up on the screen. And as soon as the material comes up, we'll talk about the strategy. Skimming and scanning is the most appropriate strategy that you have to do. Okay. Now, what is skimming? What is scanning? Scanning, you are searching for detail. In detail you're searching, isn't it? So skimming means quick look. You're quickly seeing, okay, these are what. Now, how much of time do we have? We only have 15 minutes, of which we have to tackle 20 questions. Okay. Now, 4 text, 1 common theme. GAE is a common theme. You will have 4 different texts which is related to GAE only. Now, they say 1 to 2 minutes, but I would say skim using 15 seconds, because you're not expected to understand each and every word. You're going to quick read it so that you understand an overall gist about each para. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how quickly you skim. You don't have to even pronounce it very prominently. Okay, see, it says the free living amoeba is a single-celled organism that it causes one of the kilometer of GAE and the serious infection of the brain and spinal cord in the toughest centimeter soil. That's in contact with the skin, wounds, cuts, when the dust and is breathed in or to get through the mouth, and then which can travel to the brain through body and causes bloodstream. And scientists and the CDC is first discovered by the mental health in 1996. The amoeba was found in the mantle baboon. Nowadays, extensive research has declared a new species of amoeba in 1883. There are 200 more cases of infection worldwide, and 70 cases have been reported in the United States. Little is known about the become found in the dust and soil in many places around the world. Done. And lives in water. So what is that general thing? Okay, initially it was there in 1996, then 1993, new word, it was in mantle baboon. So this is about spine and brain. There are the regions where it can be the host, or that can the places where you get done. Likewise, B, symptoms. So the whole text is going to be about symptoms. So this is how you gauge. I'm not saying just underline that. You have to underline the others, but because it's that class, I have to just tell you very quickly. Now diagnose. So this is going to talk about all the diagnostic procedures. Now let's say D, what are the things? So this is about a study, because there are a number of studies suspected and all. After this, we're going to go to the question. So you will have 20 questions to tackle. So 20 questions, 3 types. This you have to by heart. 1 to 7, these are called match the following question, where the instruction clearly says the answer has to be written either A, B, C, or D. Only the text, not even to find where exactly is the sentence, which text is it. So you have to always see managing time happens in here. And you may use any of these letters more than once. Now see, if you underline the keywords and understand initially, it's going to be a piece of cake. Enumerate the initial indications. Initial indication means symptoms. So where are they talking about symptoms? There's only one place they talk about. B. Understood? So what are the early symptoms they're talking about? They give you a lot of headache, stiffness, sensitivity to light and all those things. I don't want that. So initial indication, that is enough. That is where it is. Now, next. Why is it challenging to detect GAE in living organisms? So where are they talking about? Diagnosis. These are all how you diagnose, isn't it? So C, diagnostic method is in C. Now where do you get that? See, it's clearly mentioned GAE because it is in living patient is less common because the amoebas are difficult to identify under the microscope. That is the reason. So you don't really have to worry about it. The keywords, okay? The projected mortality rate. There's only one place where they are projecting the mortality. Where are they projecting? B. C, where is the projected rate? Overall will be about more than 89%. That's it. Mechanism of transmission. So how are these transmitted? Definitely A, mode of transmission. It is therein. It can come in contact with soil, skin, and all those things are mentioned. So case is diagnosed using initial testing. So cases, where are they talking about cases? Go to D. Isn't it? So initial testing, are they saying something? Yes, first line testing, that is where initial testing. Very simple, isn't it? Now see, where did the amoeba manifest its presence for the very first time? A. Why? It was there in 1986 in a mandarin baboon. So what factors rendered certain case ineligible for further classification? So cases, D, because that's where all these cases flowchart is there. I'm not going to worry about it. Understood how you're saving time? Second type of question, 8 to 14. These are called short answers. So instruction should be by hearted. The answer can be as simple as that of a word, short phrase, that means 2 to 3 words, or it can be number or numbers or both, word and a number. Good enough. 6 out of 7, 5 out of 7, good enough. Now, what is the longest incubation period persistent for the persistent GAE symptoms? So, symptom where? Symptom where? It is there in B. Go and see. So, longest, how long does it take? So, the symptom develop chronic, fatal, and all those things. So, several weeks as long as 2 years. So, the answer is 2 years. That's it. Okay, good enough. You're all getting the right answers. Which technique detects the antibodies of amoebas infected in the patient's serum? So where are they talking about antibodies? Serum, definitely diagnostic method, isn't it? So which is that? It is very simple. The indirect immunofluorescence assay, IFA. The easiest way is to write abbreviation, is a test to detect your antibodies against. Done. IFA. What remained anonymous? Anonymous means something which is hidden, or in cases confirmed with encephalitis. Encephalitis go where? Go to D. So what are they saying? Okay, cases, encephalitis, unknown. What is the problem? Etiology. There are 2 places where you get unknown etiology. So etiology. Not how much, isn't it? What remained? Etiology remained. etiology. Since the detection of new species of amoeba, what is the reported number of Alamuthia cases? How many cases have been reported after new? So new species is here. How many reported? More than 200. So more than 200 is the answer. Good enough. Through metagenomics and the next generation sequencing, what insights can be gleaned from the analysis of 3 dozens of cases? So 3 dozen, a dozen is 12 into 3 is equal to 36. Okay, so where are they talking about 36 cases? Okay, here it is. So pathogen discovery is the answer. 𝐵𝐴𝐻𝐽𝑒NDISCOVERY. Good enough. Now question 13. The fatal outcome resulting in Balamuthium mandibuloris infection affecting brain and spinal cord is termed as. So definitely it should be there in the first. So it is one of the causes of granulomatous amoebic encephalitis, a serious infection of the brain and the spinal cord. So the easiest answer is GAE. If you want to write the expanded one, it's fine, but you have to be wise enough. This is where you have to start utilizing or being wise. Just use the abbreviated form if they have given the abbreviation rather than wasting a lot of time writing the expanded form. Okay. Where could we find the presence of Balathumia DNA by conducting polymerized chain reaction? So where? Some place. Where are you going to find? So definitely somewhere in the C, isn't it? Diagnostic. So polymerized chain reaction is there. Detect also is there. Where? In brain tissues. BRAINTISSUES. So the next set of questions, fill in the blanks. Question number starts from 15 to 20. It can be a word, short phrase, similar to short answer question, but here redundancy should be looked into. If a word is there, like especially with the articles, okay, if you write the article again, the answer is going to go wrong. And also the other words which is there. So the amoeba infiltrates the brain and causes GAE through the dash. So amoeba infiltrates. So where are they infiltrating? So definitely it is there in the Balamuthia amoebas can travel to the brain through the bloodstream. BLOODSTREAM. Good enough. AIDS physicians and scientists. So that means it is helping them diagnosing Balamuthia through DPDX and FLI laboratory. Dash provides assistance. So definitely go to C. So they are saying, what is it? CDC offers diagnostic and DPDX and the other two are mentioned. So CDC. It's not free living. CDC. Good enough. The discovery of amoeba initially occurred in the brain of the deceased in 1986. Go to A. Now the amoeba was found in the brain of a dead mandrill baboon. MANDRILLBABOON. Balamuthia likely enters the body through the contact with dash containing it, reaching skin wound cuts, inhaling or ingesting. Ingesting means unknowingly it is getting into your body. Now where? It is there in, just gonna make it a bit clear for you so that you don't have a problem. So it's going through the body when soil contacting comes in contact with the other area. SOIL is the answer. Frequently fatal. Fatal means very much of a issue. GAE exhibits a dash with symptoms manifesting over a span up to 2 years. So up to 2 years, I know I've done it in. So fatal, yes. GAE, yes. Up to 2 years also there. So what is the one which is missing? Chronic. CHRONIC is the answer. So the ultimate question for this week, I would say, after receiving expert review, 17 cases of unknown etiology underwent diagnostic procedures promptly. So after receiving experts review, which one? Go there and see what is that experts review and all. Where is it mentioning? Expert review is there. The only thing which is missing is panel advice. PANEL ADVICE. So I have finished my 20. I've just told you how to refer. Please be kind enough to tell me if you have any doubts. Please do clarify. If not, do tell me your total scores. Would be really looking forward to see what are your scores. 𝐷 17, good enough. Good. 𝐷 17, good enough. 18th question. See, the only thing is go refer with the keyword. What are the keywords saying? Balamurthy is taught to enter. So where are they telling about entering the body? Go to text A. So Balamurthy is taught to enter the body when soil containing this comes into contact. All the others are as such mentioned, isn't it? Breathed, inhaled, or gets into the mouth, ingested. Unknowingly it is entering. See, you will never eat soil knowingly, isn't it? Ingested means unknowingly that is entering your body. That's it. Clear? So the only word which is missing. This is why you don't have to worry too much on the aspect. It is just to make sure that you're referring the keyword. Very nice. I'm seeing a lot of 17 today. First time I'm seeing a lot of 17s together. Okay, so Rasna 17, Anu 17, Josie 17. Good enough. So any doubts? No doubts. Okay. Thank you. Welcome. So I would just want to remind you, because an advance Happy Republic Day to all of you. So I'll be missing you for the next 3 days. Okay, because tomorrow is Republic Day. So make sure that you're all enjoying. Okay, so be happy with the country where you are and enjoy the freedom that we get and all those things. So until and unless I see you all on Monday, a big long weekend for 3 days. I'll see you all on Monday. Until then, may God bless you. Adios from me. God